This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from... And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready, 50, green.
Watch time.
Yellow. In motion, Hill. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
97.
In motion goes the tight end. Second down, here's Mostert again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's swung out to Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try it now with Mostert. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Smith on 3rd down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A run with Mostert up the middle. Cody Barton there to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To try again after the sack. Smith eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here we go. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Give it up nothing today. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Warriors 17, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On 4th down, Smith. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, 4th and long here, late second quarter. I mean, Charles, you knew that was going to be a very tough play to convert. But now, not only do you not convert it, you give up a pick six the other way and give the other team all the momentum.
But, Brandon, I don't think we ever go into a game where both teams don't tell us that they plan to be aggressive in what they're doing on offense. But there's aggressive, and then there's reckless. And how about this one? In the first half of a close game, that backfired on them in a big way. Now I think they're in a position where they have to take a lot of risks in order to try and catch up.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
19, Tiger, 19.
From the gun, here's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
4 down. Check.
Geno now to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill.
43 rail.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Geno on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Ready,
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
45.
ready,
Here's Smith. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
64 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know,
he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Play action. Now it's Tua.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And some space here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
57's the mark. 57. Hey, Green. Here I come. Here I come. Here I
Go
come. Jump.
Here's Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Flushed out right. That's to his running back, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
79 Broncos.
Hey, Mike 53.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Check smash.
Slot man moves right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
60 Eagles.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Let's get ready, go.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Now Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job?
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Steps away. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And it's taken in at the 9. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
52 blaster.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
3-3. Ready, go.
They'll try and run for it. And some room to work. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Let's get off the field, D. 29 is the mic.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Mustang 19.
Smith throwing again. Flush to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set, 50, green.
All day, baby, all day.
Slice blue.
57.
Ready.
From just shy of midfield, Tua steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up,
He's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 57's the mic.
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Okay,
A
right.
lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Check 99. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Ready, go.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
3 down, 3 down. Watch twist, watch twist.
Hey,
In
ready.
motion, Hill.
Set, go.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37.
Drill, 52.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
Now Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Ready. 52 blue.
56. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
60 action, 60
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he whips that one incomplete there. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
What we got? What we got?
They snap it to Smith. Forced out to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. On the move past the 40. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Smith. This complete to Lockett.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
To the air again, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash. This from 33. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Gets this to his running back, Jeff Wilson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. In motion, Hill.
Watch the screen.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But, man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0.
They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm going back to you. 57. Mike, 57.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
18.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts.
Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready? 57, Mike 57. 70 Lions. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
But first down, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
On the set. Check it. Trap 60.
Throwing is Hurts.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
19 tight. Ready, go.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
60 Bison.
Defense. 57.
7 Pirates.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Ready up. Warriors, 70.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. They're going to 88. They're going to 88. Go.
On the ball.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And Walker once more. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few.